So I'm here to talk about the spirit of food. And to that, I would like to say, take me as I am, or take nothing at all. Why do I say that? Because I spent a lot of years being a skinny black girl. And I tried getting thick to please other folk. And it's not women. It was men. I grew up in a family from the Caribbean and everybody's thick. I don't know what happened to me. But I trust that the Creator made no mistake, so it is how it is. But I didn't understand that. Not understanding the way I was packaged was the way I was supposed to be full and rich, and there's life in me, and there's nourishment in me, and there's depth in me. But I didn't see that because I was taught black girls got to be thick. And I spent time doing that. So I say, take me as I am, or don't take me. And it's the same thing with food. Take this as it is. It's been in the cars and traffic, right? But these are watermelons. Take it as it is. I can eat this outside of peeling the skin, and I get everything I need. I can eat this. It looks good because it's red and it's juicy, so you know you're going to get hydrated. I don't have to do anything to this but eat it. Watermelon. Sahsha, don't look at it like that. It was in the car. I have a cooler. I like my fruit lukewarm. I didn't know it was going to get this way now, right? Take this as it is. Take it as it is. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
That's no food.
Interesting. In order for this to be consumed, this piece of breakfast sausage, you can't take it as it is. You have to alter it in order to get anything from it. That's not very godlike. The food that we are supposed to eat is supposed to be eaten, absorbed, broken down, and shot through our body. Anytime you eat something, particularly flesh, because meat takes 24 to 72 hours to break down. And if you eat it in every meal, it's called backup. In Genesis 1:29, God says, I give you fruit, and from every fruit that has a seed shall be your meat. They call fruit, the inside of fruit, of flesh. That's the flesh that we should eat. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Heaven above us right here. Same things that stars are made of, we're made of. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, and phosphorus is us. You think that's in here? John 10:10 says, I came to give you life and give it more abundantly. How can you get life by eating death? I'll wait for the answer. I'll have a seat. I'll wait. I didn't think so, so I'm going to get back up. We have to take things as it is. Nutrition is not complicated, only we are. God has given us everything we need to have life and have it more abundantly. But you cannot have life and consume death. It's an oxymoron. They just don't go together. You know, they say pretty ugly. That's a joke. It's oxymoron. But really, life and death are really in the power of not only what comes out of your tongue, but what you put on your tongue. People always ask about protein. How do you get your protein? Protein is not just this thing by itself. Protein needs amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Where do you get your amino acids? That your body can eat, utilize, and metabolize, and pass out. Quinoa, brown rice, wild rice, beans, lentils, all the legumes. Guess what other things have complete sources of protein? Fruits. Avocado is a fruit. Olives are a fruit. Complete amino lineup in those two. The more something is processed, the more your body has to process it. 60% of the nourishment is lost by the time you cook it. And unless you're eating chicken with the feathers and all that stuff, I'm just saying, this is documented. This is not my will, but there's a divine order that has to be in place. When we're eating meat at the cycle that we are eating meat, it takes things out of order. It takes chickens weeks to hatch an egg naturally, to grow. I went to elementary school in the 80s. We used to watch the chickens. We used to put it in the incubator and watch the whole process. I recall 6 weeks. At the rate we are eating chicken, it takes about 6 hours to produce a chicken. That lets you know it's not natural. We're eating it too much. Cows stay pregnant for a while. Where all this burger meat coming from, y'all? We don't stop. We are so programmed to just do, and we do not think about what we're doing. They say that age causes disease, and I say age does not cause disease. It's the habits that cause the disease. When your grandmother passed away at 55 from a heart attack, and your uncle at 58 from diabetes, it does not run in your family, the habits do. So that means that you have to stop and say, I'm going to break this. That bloodline curse they talk about begins with each and every one of y'all in here that has some family member that is dying for a preventable disease. Our body is made up of water and minerals. If we are not getting either, we are killing ourselves. It's called suicide. We think suicide is grabbing a gun. No, we walk around zombies right now. We're running on E. You are made up of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphate. Eat it. You are beyond what you eat. You have to eat what you are. We're seeking business, and we're seeking love, and we're seeking all these gains, but we don't have our life. How can we be a good helpmate if we don't have our health? How can you be a sound mother if you don't have your health? See, especially us, we walk around, look good. Black and brown women, we walk around fly. We just fly. We don't even try. We're just cute. But inside, though, we feel it. And we don't trust ourselves because we've been told that the doctor has more authority over our body than us. But doctors don't know nutrition, y'all. It's an elective.
Come on now.
It's an elective. But pharmacology 1, 2, and 3 are not. So we have to know ourselves. We have to understand that God gave us everything that we need within us to heal. And He put it all around us. All these berries and stuff around here, we can walk around, eat those, and be good. Because things are shifting in our world, if you haven't seen. Food is being monitored. Food is an industry. Anytime you hear industry behind something, know that it's controlled. Education, judicial, anything that's an industry, medicine. We have to be able to sustain ourselves and our families without the control of an outside environment.
Right.
And God has put everything here for us to have. But we cannot live a life more abundantly for consuming death. You will never get all your nutrients because if we were, we wouldn't be going to funerals at the rate we are. If calcium was really helping the bones, there wouldn't be more cases of osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. If meat was giving us protein, you'd all be walking around here buff and swollen, not full of inflammation. Because if it does not pass out your body becomes inflamed. The root word of inflammation is flame. Your body's on fire. The only way you could cool that, hydrate, cleanse, and eat the foods that you were supposed to in the first place. Eat what you are. More than anything. Because what you put in your mouth will be the life and the death of you. And if we all have the opportunity to control what we can, we all gotta go. Trust that. I'm not messing with that. But I'm not going to take myself out short because I could not control my appetite. And it's the same thing we get mad at our mate for. He just couldn't help it. He saw her and just had to go for her. We ain't no different. They are all appetites. And if we do not control them, they will lead us to a place that we do not want to be. Little changes is all I'm saying. Meatless Monday. You eat meat with every meal, just take it out of one. I suggest breakfast. Your first meal of your day should be raw. That gives you all the energy that you need. Have a raw meal. Have your heaviest meal. First of all, understand the majority of stuff we've been taught is wrong. And it's okay. We're about to unplug from the matrix. That's what we're doing, okay? The majority of stuff we've been taught is wrong. Our biggest meal should not be when we're about to go to bed. Our body wants to rest. How in the hell is it going to break down a steak dinner if it's trying to rest? Right? But we've been taught, you have your steak and potato at 7 at night. Nah. That's when you have your little, dessert or little stuff. Your biggest meal is when your engines are going. Lunchtime. So write that down. Lunchtime is your dinner time. Dinner time is your lunchtime, and breakfast needs to be raw. I guarantee if you guys do that and keep water by the side of your bed, in a week or two, you will see significant changes. And then go from there. Be your own testimony. Don't listen to me. I have to do the work and heal myself from fibroids and anxiety and all that stuff because of my food. Be your own testimony. You're worth it, or else what are you here for in the first place? The only spirit that we should be taking is the Most High Spirit. If you're eating an animal, you're taking on its spirit and energy, especially towards the time that it was going to die. We all share the same life force. You don't have to believe it or not, we do. That's why Noah had an ark. They saved the animals for a reason. And it's not for us to put them over a fire. They were saved for a reason. Okay? So we have to be self-governed, self-monitored, and at the end of the day, we have to express love for self, our family, because we have to leave a legacy. And the rate we're going, the planet, we ain't going to have no legacy to leave. We are so tunnel vision, we don't understand that because I am, you are, and we are all connected. And if we do not have a planet to share that on, what are we doing?
Right. Say it.
Well, y'all going to Mars and populate there? Not so much. Y'all have work to do right here, right now, and it starts with your temple. So I thank you for your time.